Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking graphic novel review. We have a great trade for you guys today from the New 52, Green Lantern Volume 2, The Revenge of Black Hand by Geoff Johns, Doug Mahnke, and Ethan Van Sciver. Some of my favorite names in comics. I really liked the Geoff Johns run on Green Lantern. It's my favorite comic run of all time. And this is closing in on the end of it. This is the next to last Geoff Johns Green Lantern trade. So here's a read up of the back. He is deaf, and he is back. The last time Hal Jordan crossed swords with Black Hand, the villain nearly wiped out all life in the universe by bringing about the Blackest Night. He raised an army of undead Black Lanterns, and after their defeat, he disappeared. Now Black Hand has been found in the last place Hal Jordan would have expected to find him, the homeworld of the mysterious Indigo Tribe. After his rampage ended, Black Hand was abducted by the Indigo Tribe, rehabilitating him with the power of their Indigo Light of Compassion. But when the tribe sets their sights on newly reinstated Green Lantern Sinestro, Hal's former mentor turned nemesis, Hal will risk everything to rescue him. And while questioning whether Sinestro can truly be redeemed for the sins of his past, only the shocking secret of the Indigo Tribe can save Sinestro now. But to free him, he must also free Black Hand. The consequences of Hal's decision will rock the Green Lantern Corps forever, with a stunning finale. Green Lantern The Revenge of Black Hand, collecting Green Lantern 7 through 12 and Green Lantern Annual number 1, is the start of the next major Green Lantern event, leading directly into the rise of the Third Army. From mastermind Geoff Johns and some of the greatest artists in comics, including Doug Mahnke, Ethan Van Sciver, Pete Woods, and Renato Huertas. Yeah, pretty good. $16.99 USA. You can get it cheaper for that on Amazon and on Kindle and stuff. I'm starting to read a lot of books on Kindle just to save money. And space. But yeah. So, Hal Jordan. So, it starts off with Sinestro coming to get Hal, and Carol's like, "Oh, fuck, Hal, what you doing?" Sinestro threatens Carol if Hal doesn't come with him. Carol chases after with her Star Sapphire ring, but they teleport away because the Indigo Tribe took them. Indigo Tribe, they teleport very well. The Indigo Tribe is trying to turn Sinestro, and as it turns out, the Indigo Tribe is actually made up entirely of former criminals, and the ring makes them feel compassion and forces them to repent for their past crimes by being part of the Indigo Tribe. Which is what they did to Black Hand. They made him an Indigo Tribe member to make him feel compassion and repent. And they plan on doing the same thing to Sinestro. But if they do the same thing to Sinestro, guess what? Sinestro loses his Green Lantern ring, which means Hal loses his power as well, and Hal becomes trapped on their planet. Uh-oh. But Hal ends up being able to charge his ring because of residual light that Black Hand is putting off, because the Indigos can focus light from other cores. But they do end up converting Sinestro, making him feel compassion, which is pretty good. And then Hal ends up convincing this old-ass dude to shut down all of the Indigo rings. They shut down all the Indigo rings, and then all the criminals kind of head after him, because now they're all less repentant and totally willing to slaughter everybody. But they are able to reignite the light, because Indigo 1, because of her time with the ring, actually does feel real, true compassion for her crimes, and that allows them to restart the rings. But before that happens, Black Hand commits suicide, because, he's all about that death and stuff, and then he becomes a Black Lantern once again. Ruh-roh, Raggy. So then they have to chase Black Hand back to Earth, where he's resurrected his dead-ass family, and they're going to eat Chinese food together. And then the Guardians are looking at shit. But yeah, the main threat now is Black Hand. So, uh-oh. And then Hal kind of finds out some stuff about Sinestro's past, loving on Abin Sur's daughter. Abin Sur, by the way, founder of the Indigo Tribe, which is not terribly surprising because their oath has the words Abin and Sur in it. So, whatever. But they take a look in the Book of the Black, and the Book of the Black teleports them back to Black Hand conveniently, because he's connected to it. And there's a prophecy in his book that says, Hal Jordan is not your enemy, and he will become the greatest Black Lantern of them all. Black Lantern, not Black Lantern, Black Hand doesn't want to accept that, sadly. But they're talking about all the tribes, and there's side stuff happening in other books, like you know, Kyle Rayner becoming a White Lantern and all that garbage. But Black Hand's resurrecting all these motherfuckers to fight Hal and Sinestro, and they're in a graveyard, so pretty much endless bodies. They summon a Yellow Lantern and blow it up to destroy all the bodies, and hopefully Black Hand, but it knocks out Hal and Sinestro also. And but because of this prophecy that Hal will become the greatest Black Lantern of them all, Black Hand doesn't really want to kill him because he doesn't want to be replaced. So he just kind of buries them alive. You know, that creepy shit that he does. Black Hand's creepy as fuck. Modern Black Hand is just awesome. But he like buried him where his father's grave was, which was pretty sick and fucked up. And then we get to see some other Guardians who have actually been standing guard over the prison of the First Lantern. But they haven't given up their emotions or become corrupt like the other Guardians, so they actually have a scuffle with the other Guardians. By the way, one of the best things Jeff Johns did was villainize the Guardians. I mean, what a thing to do. Really cool. So then Hal and Sinestro fighting Black Hand without the charge of their ring. But then they do end up being able to charge their rings and all this stuff. And then the Guardians are like, fuck no, Hal Jordan shouldn't have a ring. But then some crazy shit happens. The Guardians start to create the Third Army. You know, to replace not only the Green Lantern Corps, but also every sentient organism in the universe. They want to turn into these Third Army motherfuckers that they control with their minds, so that there will be quote-unquote true peace, but it'll not be peace that's worth it. And anyone the Third Army members touch kind of turn into other Third Army members. But that's where it ends, and it picks up back in Volume 3, which we'll be reviewing next. So what are my final thoughts on Green Lantern Volume 2, The Revenge of Black Hand from the New 52? It's really good. It's got excellent art, excellent writing. Jeff Johns is just a god, especially his run on Green Lantern. It was just incredible. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all later.